piggyback off something you were talking about with Russell, and talking about, sounded like you meant in the second half of the fight is when we're going to find out if Plant can really withstand that level. I just thought that was good, because I think the first few rounds is people are going to have to get over the shock that he is at the level. It's going to be a competitive fight. And then when Canelo makes the legs slow down, will he be able to hold up and plant his feet at times? And
y'all know me. I hate predicting fights, and a lot of times I don't really like to say what I think is going to happen. I'd rather watch the fight and then commentate while it's going on, or give my analytical perspective afterwards. However, I just cannot see this fight going any other way than what I said. He's going to start fast, Caleb is going to start fast. Caleb Plant is going to start out. He's going to establish his jab immediately. That's who he is as a fighter. And that works into, I guess, for the sake of words, the disadvantages or lack thereof that Canelo has. Canelo is relatively a slow starter, and he doesn't go jab for jab with you. And he's not going to go combination for combination with Caleb Plant. Not early. It's not going to happen early. He's got too much experience, too much patience, and too much confidence to feel like I got to keep up with this dude in the first 3 to 4 rounds. So I got a feeling that rounds 5 or 6 is when he's going to say, a lot like Billy Joe Saunders, where he just had to turn it on a little bit more. I feel like he's going to flip that switch. However, I think that nothing's really going to click for him until that second half of that fight, 7, 8. Where he's gonna feel like, all right, we gotta do what we came here to do. We got enough conditioning to do it. We got enough power to do it. So let's go ahead and do it. And I think then is where we're gonna find out exactly what Caleb Plant is all about.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm waiting. I'll be here.
You gave a great breakdown in our group chat.
No.
So
I'm prepared to read that if you don't say that.
No. You can go and read it.
We'll do it the week.
I thought you were pulling the phone out too.
I'll wait for next week.
Next week.
Yeah, but
preview the fight.
Hey, did you feel like all three of you guys, like the patience? Floyd's big on the patience.
Yes.
Floyd will give you the first 2 or 3 rounds. Then after that, he figures you out. Do you feel like he stole that from Floyd too?
Maybe it's just the trademark of what a lot of great fighters do. You're so right, because Floyd.
Tyson Fury, I guess, did that against Wilder, right?
In the first fight, he did. He did take his time in that first fight.
I talk all the time about rhythm, and a part of the rhythm of boxing is learning the pace, your specific pace to a 12-round championship match. Mayweather's pace is a lot slower than everybody in the welterweight division right now, but he had his own pace. Yeah. He was the dictator in the ring, and no matter who it was he was in the ring with, he had his way, especially later on in his career. He slowed down, figured out what he wanted to do, how he could get it done, and he's delivered every single time. I think the same thing for Canelo. I don't think it's necessarily him having experience with Mayweather that gave him the understanding of how to find his pace, but I think that after the experiences of going 12 rounds, you figure out like, okay, is 38 minutes in that fight or whatever. Like, you find your moments to take your breaks, to have your spurts when you want to work, where you want to lay back and things like that. It's just how it goes.
Lomachenko too he's a notorious slow starter. Have to bring him in. There's guys you got to mention every episode. I have a button
Crawford
I click on the side. Yeah. He's not a great fighter.
No, you gotta build him up.
No, I know. Yeah. You guys know how I feel about Bud.
You got a Floyd.
I already lost. I
mean, like every time you say something to me now, there's a ticket eyes in your eyes. Like, I want a ticket.
I'm just hoping the section number goes down. I'm like 201, 200. Get me to 199, baby. But no, Terrence Crawford, great fighter. November 20th, buy the pay-per-view. And I think you have to get ESPN Plus to get the pay-per-view. So keep that in mind.
Just get it all going.
Yeah, just get it all going.
Oh, my fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I mean, to answer the questions like Crawford, Loma, Usyk, these are the guys we all consider right there with Canelo as, the best fighters in the world. And Floyd in the gym with Tank, he would tell him as he was sparring, Tank would, be letting some beautiful stuff go in the first round or two. And we have 12 rounds. So that just seems to be, it's not maybe something Floyd owns. It's a byproduct of what a lot of these great fighters do, I guess.
Floyd was big into not wasting shots.
Yeah,
that was his thing.
You're right. No, and Canelo
totally opposite.
has taken from that. You're right. economical.
It was like Floyd was saving money on the punches. He didn't want to waste any. He was like, when I throw it, let me make sure this thing is for a purpose.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG, Ant with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
All right. Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson A. Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.